Uh, 4224. That's it. Damn that money, go walking out my door. Lord Jesus. What do you want? Aw, man. Seriously, that's what we're gonna be doing for Christmas? Spoilers? There will be. Bah. Hi, welcome to Horror Addicts. I'm Daddy Knightmare, and I don't give out coal, but I do got something to stuff down your stockings for all you bad kids out there. A lump of ATM. 'Tis the season, and when you're thinking horror Christmas movie, most people aren't going right to ATM. Hey, but the opening scene takes place in a business Christmas party, so it's technically a Christmas movie. A bad Christmas movie. Directed by David Brooks in 2011, ATM follows in the same line as Phone Booth and any of those imaginable elevator movies you can think of. Yeah, alright, got 90% of this movie filmed in one tiny little location where the characters can't leave. Oh boy, those always do so well.
Kevin, please!
The main characters, David and Emily, they're fairly likable at first, but their tag-along character, Corey the cockblocker, played by Josh Peck, in this movie he walks a very thin line of being funny and just being a fucking annoying third wheel.
Yeah, I kind of want to bring Emily home.
Okay. I want you to bring Emily home. I'm going to preface with that. I just really need to eat something because I have low blood sugar, I'm dyslexic, and I just think that if I eat, this third wheel shenanigans would end right after.
He totally ruins their whole moment and demands to go to this weird, obscure ATM where you gotta swipe your card just to get into the little area where they have 2 ATM machines. Of course, they all need to go in there and see what's taking so long. His card's not working. He'll pay them back. Yeah. Then, when they're about to leave, they realize they're being stared down by a took? Yeah, I mean, a took is a more scarier curse if you want to look that up. I don't know, some guy in a parka. Some guy with a furry hooded parka. I mean, seriously, that's your killer? There's people who rip off Jason, there's people who rip off Michael Myers, there's people who rip off Freddy Krueger. I've kind of done a couple of those myself. Then there's people who rip off the killer from urban legends? Why? I don't know. He's big, I guess, so they just stare him down and are afraid to leave. And when they try to, he takes a half a step towards them, so they don't. He ends up bashing a bum. And, I don't know, then they know he's a killer and they're afraid and they squirm and they bitch and they cry for a long time. That's about it. Or he torments them and, kills people and hurts people, and apparently there's some Christmas trees nearby and he finds a hose and starts spraying them with water from the inside. And they're really cold even though there's no snow outside, they're gonna die. Or what really makes me so cold towards this movie is the ending itself. It's so convoluted, and the killer, apparently, he's not just some maniac. I don't want to explain too much and spoil it all, but he had this giant plan to do all this, which it's a whole bunch of coincidences put together, so I don't know how he planned all this. It really shouldn't have worked. ATMs like that are in big cities. Yeah, in this case, Winnipeg. Thanks, Canada. Best movie you gave us since The Final Sacrifice. At least that had a Mystery Science Theater version. There's no way that he could have got away with all this and not been caught by mobs of people. Those ATMs are precious. Canadians need to stop by and get their beer money, eh? And what if they just went and saw one of them motion pictures that they got up there, eh? A lot of people would have been in groups coming through that thing. But no, everything worked out perfectly. And it would have been fine if it was just dumb luck, or even supernatural. But no, they have to make it so he like meticulously planned all this, like he's Jigsaw or something, and he's got other plans for other ATMs. Maybe if it was just some deranged individual with nothing to lose, I would have been a lot more lenient on this. Like I said, there was parts that I laughed and enjoyed, there was parts that I was like, oh, that's kind of intense. The actors weren't initially bad. Like I said, David and Emily did a good job. I liked them for the most part, till I was stuck in a little ATM hut with them for so long. Then I kinda got sick of everybody. This DVD contains both the director's version and the uncut version. I'd say watch the uncut version if you're gonna check it out, but I can't strongly recommend this to anybody. I mean, if anything, I just recommend you watch Frozen. It's like the same thing, but way better. Or what's that other great movie where they're stuck on something and they can't... Escalator. That movie was great. You know, where the mall closes and they were like, oh no, we were gonna buy stuff, but we're too late. The mall's closed. And now we're halfway on the escalator and it turned off. And all the lights went out and we're the only ones in here. Except for some deranged killer, but we don't know if he's on the second floor or the first floor. So we don't know. We can't go up or down the escalator. We're stuck. Oh wait, I guess that's not really a movie. I'm gonna write it, and then maybe David Brooks will like the script and we can make it. Hey, they got lots of malls in Canada. It'll be perfect.
Let's go to the mall, everybody! Go!
This movie also has behind the scenes and a trailer. Which, hey, check out the trailer if you want. I'll leave a link in the description for you. As for the behind the scenes, it kind of starts off in an annoying pace because everybody in the movie who made it talks about how realistic this is and how this could actually happen to somebody. And no, it couldn't. No, there's no way this would happen to anybody. I mean... Yeah, don't get me wrong, you could get mugged or killed using the ATM, and I get how that's a fear that a lot of people have. But, no, with the stuff that happens in this movie, that couldn't happen, I'm sorry. However, then they just go on to how they made the movie, and they show how they built the little hut and on location, and how they filmed it, and honestly, I loved all that stuff, and I'd say the one really good thing about this movie is it was made by people who were genuinely happy to make this movie. It wasn't just some cash grab out for $1. These people actually really liked what they were making. Now, keep making movies. Don't give up, especially you, Ryan Herdman. You definitely were the best boy. And like I said, I know I don't have a whole lot of good things to say about this movie, but hell, I liked it better than Phone Booth.
I take off this ring because it only reminds me of how I failed you. And go. I don't want to give you up. I want to make things better, but it may not be my choice anymore. You deserve better.
I can tell you about the things that are featured in this movie. You've got water. Lipstick. Hand warming.
Rub your hands.
Shoving. Planning. Parkas. Lots of parkas. Oh, and bashing. Lots of bashing. This movie bashes it up.
Oh shit.
Okay, now I want to hear from you at home. If you've seen ATM, let me know where you put it on Santa's list. Naughty or nice? Am I being too harsh? Let me know. I want to hear your opinions. Put them down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and cut! As long as no Parka maniac comes after me. Ah!
This is a completely realistic scenario that can happen to anyone.